The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing.
Getting used to it? After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces. Should be the perfect one. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your idol. You see Wandi on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your INT scope? See the village? Straight ahead? To the right. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you to be quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. Here on out, you're on your own.
I went and forgot the game running, so when I signed in, started the application.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return this big loss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. They'll be missing. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
I think this was free last month, so I downloaded it. I'm further on my Xbox One. I think I'm near the end of it.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
My God, he's like the Wendigo. Yeah. They changed a lot in this one.
Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
I'm kind of surprised they changed like all the voices.
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation. small toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Okay. It's not what I wanted. The controls are different on here. It's taking me getting a little used to.
Almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Memory serves, I think there's like 8 guys here. The very least 6. Better spots there to look. I think this is the only Metal Gear Solid game that Hoops beat before I ever did.
How about it? Can you see the village from there? Use the binoculars to recon the place. Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
No, he beat Twin Snakes, and I think he beat 2. It was 2 or 3, but he did beat 2, or no, 3. There you are. Here's a radio phone. Three's everyone's favorite. After 3, this one became my favorite, and I played it religiously until I just got to the point where I got stuck. Like, I actually got stuck. Because on the Xbox One version, I got to the part where you meet Skullface. In the castle, you have to sneak your way in to go see him. Oops. Pretty sure there's more guys than that. There it is. Looks like he's leaving. Yeah. Okay, there's the action.
sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy. Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
Oops.
Знаем, что с ней. Говорят, она
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Okay. Pretty sure there's something else. No. No, he's dead. You made a pretty good meat shield. I'll give him that. As you can tell, I'm very rusty at this. Maybe. Nope. Wrong button. No. Won't let me. Do I want to waste ammo? Pretty sure it's the other way around. Oops, no. There's no way around. Oh, there's two. I can go that way.
enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
I think that was gonna be one here.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
Yeah, there's a... I watch a guy called... or a channel... well, streamer called Outer Heaven. I think he's on 3 now?
You've reached 1 day. Miller is being held somewhere in that town. But we don't know exactly where he is. You can keep gathering intel, or make an entry into the town now.
Now, if memory serves, I'm pretty sure Kaz is in that building. Where that soldier is right there. Hmm. Oh, Metal Gear Online, yeah. I don't mind the Metal Gear Online, but it just seems like a lot of people, like it seems like their system's kind of off balance. At least in my experience, most of the games were off balanced. That'd be handy, I remember. Yeah. I think this one I'll actually just kill them since I don't have a interpreter to tell me what they're saying. That's funny though, considering that Ocelot himself is Russian, he won't tell me what the hell they're saying. Well, try to be technical with it. We'll try not to go gun-ho. But I'm pretty sure he's in that building. I could be wrong. I know he's in one of the center buildings. I think it's that one. Nobody really in the middle except that guy. That could be true. Like, they have changed some things. It seems like they were playing with, yeah, that could be another reason too. That and Heido was like changing a lot of things. I don't know, like when you figure out that you're not actually the real big boss, it would have been cool if they kept David Hayter for that snake instead of having Kiefer do both snakes. That would have been really cool as a cameo. Kill that guy. Kill those guys. It's spotted. Yeah, David Hayter he was kind of disappointed, but he kind of understood. Okay. Okay, so if I do go that way, I gotta kill that guy. Take out that light. Alright, I can kill him and hopefully not get spotted. As far as that light go. Okay, one goes there. Oh, as long as I get him before he goes back to that side of the gun, fine. But Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 7, 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10, Mississippi 12, Mississippi 14, okay. goes back. 17. He stays there. He goes up. Shit.
Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку. Выключи врага. Конец связи.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat.
Shit. That didn't go to plan. Get the guy off the light though. That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime. Christ, guy, oh, you're fucking come out.
КП, это Дмитрий 9. Никаких признаков врага. Отзываем поиск. Прием. Это КП, понял. Удержитесь. Не позволяйте им напасть на вас. Конец связи.
The enemy's given up their search for you. But they're not giving the all clear just yet. Stay alert. Suppressor's no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on.
Конец связи.
Yeah, I went guns blazing.
Поиски закончены. Противник не обнаружен. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Будьте наготове. Конец связи. КП, это Зоя-1. Слышишь стрельбу? Засек направление. Жду расположения. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Будьте начеку.
God.
No more use for me, huh?
God, it's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
They do something to your eyes?
No, it's just bright as all.
But first, let's make you normal-ish.
What took you so long?
We'll talk, but not here.
My God, cuz, what did they do to you?
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Well, age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right?
You know where you're headed, boss? If you place a marker on the map, you can keep track of where you want to go, even when the map's closed.
Come on. Say it for all time's sake. We lost it all that day. Everything. But we've got to look ahead. There's something I want to show you.
I do,
Arriving
but
shortly at LZ.
yeah. This isn't good. He's trying to call the horse. So I'm gonna have to run the whole way.
On station at LZ.
It makes carrying him that much easier. Come on, damn it. Alright.
Ahab, do you read me? This is Pequod. There's a gas
Yep.
covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them.
That's why I want the horse. Damn it.
Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing
Come
the
here.
RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Yep.
Run, boss. You've got to lose him. This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
No.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Oh, man. Survivors from 9 years ago
All right.
were wiped out in minutes.
Miller in.
I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
This is Pequod. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
Dang, get back here. Stupid horse. Essentially. Jesus. 100 for every hit taken. That's not bad. Almost 60% accuracy. I thought I missed a lot. I was trying to go for perfect stealth. And that's it. It's the end of the game. It's over. It's done.
We're headed for the city. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our empire. Making our own future. And they took it away.
Yeah, I missed the bromance too, buddy.
I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
My God, it's so bright. Yeah, he's got a tear in his beer.
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, and the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations. Even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. wars. In Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now?
That's what she said.
Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Kaz wants the D.
Our new Mother Base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger. Better than before. Gosh. What should I do? Boss. Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
Bromance is so real.
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause. Cause. Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
But I wonder if he lost his arm and foot because of the interrogation.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. It concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me. You came. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves. Like any organization, we need good people, and we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out with you. Start bringing people in. Use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you? What's the matter, boss? That's one way of doing it. Now extract.
Whoops. Wrong button.
Extraction complete. You can only bolt and recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great experience. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your iDroid. Select staff management from the mother base. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that'll support you on missions. Take a look at the development list. Select weapons items under the development heading. What's wrong? Go back to the mother base menu. Select weapons items under the development heading. That's the R&D team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next? Show them how it's done, boss. Try throwing them. It's the best way to knock someone out instantly. Good. Extraction complete. One thing I should mention. Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right, extract the next staff member. Go for them, not me.
I'm ready, boss.
Don't pull any punches. Boss, now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up. You should be able to develop the cardboard box. Open your eyes. Select weapons items under the development heading. Now select cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development has finished. You can have the support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as your personal delivery service. There it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while. Give the men some practice. Just come pay me a visit. Boss, let's practice your skills like you, Snake. Try it one more time. Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing him. Once you've grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him. Scratch that last one. Go ahead. Good. Go on and extract it. Now for fist fight. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay in Extract the staff member. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay in Starting to feel like yourself again? The rest of all the place was Go ahead and call the chopper. Go ahead and call the chopper.
Oh.
Thank you, boss. Boss! 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 Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
Where are your friends? Where are the others? Speak. Spit it out. Where are your friends? Where are the others?
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Yeah.
This isn't the time.
Oops.
Gaining altitude. unpack long. But I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dikelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dikelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like death, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds
I like that
anarchy.
too.
The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Yeah, I forgot to find the dog.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target. Compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
I totally forgot that you had to make a cardboard box. I was kind of wondering why I didn't have it in the beginning.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP. You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Get!
Yeah.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Хамиды в Досмосе и Ломан уничтожили. Похоже, гражданским тоже досталось. Ходят слухи, что это постарались наши. Так вот, это грязная ложь.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Нельзя! Если среди них будут жертвы, это только подольет масло в огонь. Если командир прикажет мне убить гражданского... Я к этому готов. Надеюсь, и вы тоже.
Russians listening to American music. That's awesome.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Extract him. He's coming too. Roger that.
No, you got ads on yours?
He speaks Russian. What we need is an interpreter. The main principle of intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation. Subject on board.
Штаб, это КП. Познакомился огонь.
Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you.
Потеряли
They're
врага.
gonna try to hunt you down.
Поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
Подожди!
КП, это Дмитрий 6. Никаких признаков врага. Отзываем поиск. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте наготове. Конец связи. Всем боевым группам, это КП. Все подразделения на боевые позиции. Повторяю, все подразделения на боевые позиции.
Shit. Hmm.
So there's something in there, or you eat it?
No, for me?
It was just some rice and something on the bottom. I know what it is.
Okay. I'll have it later.
Потерял визуальный контакт. Перемещаюсь к последней известной позиции. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I can have either or.
Well, there's that looks like a steam cake or something. I know what it is. Something on the bottom.
Cool. I'll have.
Hungry?
Sure.
No, it's got meat.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, what was the noise before the alert? Jill was coming to pick up her backpack for school tomorrow. That's why I got caught. I was gonna pause it, but you can't really pause this game. Real time and all.
Это КП, понял. Следите за ними. Не позволяйте им выходить с фланга. Конец связи.
Let's see. Hey, this will help.
So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. That goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
Come on, we have the horse. There you go. Do I have enough though? Got 7. Got here 2, 4. Oh, 1 short. Oh, I didn't wait long enough.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Damn it, one of them failed. Do they see me right now? They do too. I think this makes sense, I'm standing up. No, we're up here.
That's the target.
Damn it. Yeah. Can't get out this. If I'm lucky, I get maybe 3, 4 shots left with my suppressor. And then it gets loud. I want to get him. Might actually have to kill everybody else first. No. Might be able to get some of them. Boy, was I ever lucky at that that sandstorm though. I didn't even see those other two until they ran by. Well, there, what was it, 4? There's 5 of them there? Pretty sure those guys are the guys that came from the Jeep. So when this is all done, they'll probably get back into it, take off. And these guys are originally posted here. I believe.
КП, это Дмитрий-4. Никаких признаков врага. Отзываем поиск. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте бдительны. Не позволяйте им напасть на вас. Конец связи.
Entering alert status. You guys are already in alert status. Hey. There's two. Where did the two go? Couldn't be those two. Oh shit, don't tell me these guys are gonna reinforce this place. Oh shit, how the hell do you get way over there? Don't worry about him. No. Okay. I don't remember doing this, or I don't remember this part being so hard doing this. Last time I was able to get everybody without an alert face. I didn't think it was that rusty. This dude doesn't move at all, does he? Okay. Yeah, they reinforced the place. Maybe I'll knock them out and just leave them there. Or I can kill them. Yeah, that sounds easier. Yeah, it kind of feels like that right now. Three left. Okay. Oh. Shit. Okay.
КП, это зона 4. Мы под огнем. Но противника не видно. Прием. Это КП, понял. Внимание всем постам. Противники где-то прячутся. Найти их. Конец связи.
Boss, I gotta say it would be a waste to kill him. But putting him to sleep doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out. Target confirmed dead. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Выживший не пострадал. Прием. Это КП, понял. Не расслабляйтесь. Они еще могут быть рядом. Конец связи. КП, это зона 10. Мы осмотрели сектор, ничего не нашли. Отзываем поиск. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте наготове. Конец связи.
That's it. You made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Mission complete. I guess it all worked out in the end.
Gee, I wonder why I got C. 11 hits, 3 alerts, 3 headshots. 16 markings.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed. side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. 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 Whoa! Whoa!
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss? Roger that. We'll pick him up. We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
Эй,
That's the target.
наверное, работает с рабочим
Yeah, it was. $90. Is the storm not gone yet? Oh, no! It better be the right one.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Я не хочу умирать!
Language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy.
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Miller Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base. That would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs, followed by a big F.U. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. There was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of Naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm.
Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah, the doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experienced any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Well, that got him to hurry up. There, yeah, might as well.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I'm in the wrong spot.
Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's the target.
Какого? Ау! Посмотри, бой все под какого? Урод!
You gotta extract him.
Oh, I'll be right back. And the back. Oh, excuse me.
Ocelot, I hear they started calling you Shalashashka in Afghanistan. What's that about?
You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
Wormwood, also known as absinthium.
Right.
That's used to make your phantom cigars.
At one point, the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect the most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves. By the time I got to hearing about it, the pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So half Gulag, half Hero Sword. Is a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are...
Disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Yeah, I knew that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shitty.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Not heavy. Hey, my sniper rifle's gone. What the hell? Damn it. What the hell? He's asleep. I guess so.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Carrot. Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect. That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse. The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then. You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker. They were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike. Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of. If that AI, I mean, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch. Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was. All thanks to you. And her.
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
In the end, the time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn him by your hand. I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still
You
fighting.
made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the Boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O, or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, a.k.a. Sigan. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me. From the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West. We joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the Boss's dying wish. To make the world one.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazemin.
This organization would go on to become Cypher. I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted. I still trusted him in those days. We thought what he was doing was the Boss's will. Until he started that one project. Les Enfants Terribles. Zero called it. You parted ways. As did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact. Although, truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America.
That antenna is one of the targets.
I'd imagine
That's another one of the targets. Do you see any more?
Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also...
That looks like the target. We know where all the antennas are now. Take out all 3 of them. How you do it is your call.
The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them.
Good. That's the first one. Destroy the remaining antennas.
Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to...
Nice. That's the second one. That wasn't the last of them, though. Keep going.
Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured. Evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops Unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean.
detected. Now get out of the hot zone.
Всех постов! Это командир! Внешняя радиосвязь вышла из строя! Мы не можем назвать наступление своих аванпостов! Окопайтесь и удержите позиции своими силами! Конец связи!
Roger that.
You can put them on the boxes. I think there's an achievement for collecting them all. I can't remember.
Thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid.
Get a bunch of losers.
The field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Okay, Mom. Go home.
Didi, come back!
Oh, you cute little puppy.
Mitch. Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though. They'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling
Licking all the
someday
blood
he'll
off
use
my
it.
face.
I suspect you've discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
Look at that, they're twins. He's missing an eye too.
Hostler raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Dee Dee.
I see some good stuff in that magical pipe of his to make time go by that fast.
Boss, we received a back-channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
We need more medicinal plants, boss. Thank you for letting me join Diamond Dogs. I'll give you everything I've got.
Everything you've got isn't enough. Get up.
Chain with me, boss. How about it?
No, I thought I killed him. Oh, this is the online stuff. Oh, I get the Walter number 2. Nice, though. Totally different gun. Definitely gonna need that. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Alrighty. Catch you later.
Boss, thanks for saving that cute little puppy.
If we're going to expand Mother Base, we need more manpower. Not just for combat roles either. R&D, the support unit, intel, each demands a different set of skills. If we want to achieve what we've set out to do, Diamond Dogs has got to get stronger. There's a Soviet engineer I want to have join us. He was the one who built your prosthesis. With him on our side, who knows what sort of enhancements he'll come up with for it. He tried to defect but didn't make it, and now he's being held prisoner at Waksin Barracks. Find this engineer and get him out. Having him on our R&D team will go a long way to helping Diamond Dogs grow. Roger.
Arriving shortly at LZ. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Oh, there's Diamond.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options. As requested, we've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of owning someone. security forces must know something about the targets. After you grab or hold up an enemy, try interrogating them.
Talk. Spit it out. Where are the others? Where are your friends?
He's coming too. Roger that. That material. It could be just what we need to develop new weapons and equipment.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
You gonna extract him? subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Extract him.
Christmas Eve, 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here.
They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtuns.
You gotta extract him.
Fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. The Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Waqt Sin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Waqt Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
Boss, your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. Only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Boss, that's a serious injury.
Stupid bear.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Oh well. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Oh, excuse me. Feel free to follow. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, maybe at an earlier time. Thank you and have a good night.